Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It is one of those games where it's like once you've done it a couple of times and you really know where everything is, you can definitely beat it in like 3 hours. That's
Yeah,
not
you
a problem.
can. Yep.
But the issue comes in, obviously, the first time around, you have no idea where anything is, so it's going to be like 3 times that.
All right. Well, we're live. Welcome to podcast number 61 of Basement Radio Arcade Podcast. I'm your host, Enrique. What's going on, everyone? This fine Wednesday evening. I'm not going to lie. Look, I'm happy to be podcasting with you, gentlemen, but honestly, I'd rather be on Horizon Zero Dawn right now.
Ooh.
Just keeping it real. Keeping it real. So,
but when did you start pulling a BG and starting the show without telling us, man?
Let me tell you what happened, man. This is funny. Sam, you'll get a kick out of this, man, because I was clicking on my Chrome icon. I hit I guess I missed it. I hit the start button by accident. Yeah. So So
that's what's up, man. Come on.
Hey, but you know what? I actually did it one time, and I think Eric was talking about like I forget what you were talking about, but getting hand jobs or something.
I was talking about you.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. What's that? Wait, what's that? I don't know. I mean, I might have been on that cold medicine that day.
No, man.
He was on that codeine, man.
Yeah, that lean, man. I was like, what do you? It was. I don't know if it was exactly that, but it was something to do with something, But anyhow, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch launches officially on Friday, and we'll be talking about that launch, and we'll be talking about Horizon Zero Dawn and some big Xbox news that just dropped on Tuesday, and we'll have some other gaming-related topics. GDC. Did GDC kick off today, or was it yesterday?
Technically, it was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, day one was yesterday.
So we'll talk about some things GDC related, but real quick, let's get to the intros real quick. B Money, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. How's everybody doing, man?
Good, man. Just ready to talk some video games, man.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm ready to get back to video games, so we can go ahead and get this thing going.
All right. Eric, what's going on, man?
Hello, man. What's going on, everybody?
Not much, man. Not much. Like I said, just getting ready to talk some video games. I'm ready to get back to Horizon, man. So we're gonna make this quick. Yeah. Sam, what's going on, man?
Not much. Working, writing, school. It all piles up, but chugging on.
All right. And last but not least, we have a very special guest tonight joining us for a second time. We have Jack Moo Johnny. Jack, man, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's Jack Moo, man. The guru at Giddy Up. But you can also call me your pony commissioner. How you doing, bro?
It never gets old.
Like the best.
You got the best intro on YouTube, man. Period.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man.
I'm telling you, man. You really do, man. You really do. It's funny, man. On Weapon Wheel, when you do that that officially kicks off that show, man.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that. That gets the show going.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Now we appreciate you coming on again and joining us. I know it's kind of a last minute thing, but thank you again, man. It's always
no doubt.
Always a pleasure to have you on, and just shoot the shit and talk video games. So.
Lots to talk about too, man.
Yeah. So let's get into our first topic of the evening. Nintendo, the Switch launches this Friday. Finally, it seems like just yesterday on this very podcast, when it was called the Nintendo NX, we were speculating about specs and what it was going to be and what games were going to launch. And here we are, just almost 48 hours really from less than 48 hours from launch.
She'll always be NX to me.
Yeah, I like the NX. They should have kept that name. It's kind of sexy, Switch is kind of like, I don't know. But now I'm actually picking up the Switch on Friday. I did pre-order it.
Where from?
I'd rather not say.
Damn.
Speak on it, man.
Let me that fucking game. Stop.
Ew.
Jack, you don't go to GameStop, man?
Man, I can't mess with GameStop. Man, I'm Best Buy all the way.
Hey, that game,
That's what I'm
Gamers
talking
Club
about.
Unlocked. Oh man,
that is the best deal in town.
Yeah.
that's facts
You
right
can't
there.
beat it. You can't beat it.
No.
No,
Yeah,
30.
I try to put as many people as I can on to Gamers Club Unlocked. You know, like don't even mess with Best Buy. They have nothing that can compete with that.
That's definitely the best deal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, GameStop. Like I used to be a Power Rewards member, or whatever it was, and
Which is all bullshit.
yeah, I went in the other day. I don't know why I went in there for something. Oh, when I went in there to pre-order the Switch, they're like, "Oh, sir, do you want to read your Power Awards and your Game Informer subscription is up? Would you like to renew?" I'm like, "Nah, that's okay. I got GameStop Unlocked, man. I'm good." You know,
You don't want that magazine, man? Come on.
yeah, right. Unless you give me 20% off on new game purchases, and on top of that, $10 in Best Buy cash, not so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can get, what is it, 10% off used games?
Yeah.
Game Informer?
Ooh, I want Game Informer. Yeah, and I gotta get that 10%
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, you could earn points. You get like free stuff.
Free junk.
Yeah.
Junk.
Go to the website, and it's like 20,000 points for a keychain.
Yeah, sir. Don't you want that?
Oh, they doing like Chuck E. Cheese used to do back in the day. Spend $100 to get a goddamn rubber bud and shit. All right, bro.
It's like, you want this Kratos pencil chopper? 50,000 points. Like, I spent $400 in this store. That's all I get.
Yeah, shit. You buy a brand new console. You're lucky if you get like a Yoshi bobblehead when you leave.
And you're like, okay, I'll get with that T-shirt. You're like, ooh, sorry, we're out of it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, fuck GameStop. They're terrible. They're terrible. They are
Horrible,
really
man.
terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
So anyway, so you'll be there first thing Friday morning.
Yeah. So I will be there Friday morning to pick up the Switch with the Nintendo, with Zelda and a couple other games, and probably a Pro controller, because from what I understand, the Joy-Cons aren't very comfortable to play with after a while. I heard they make your hands cramp up. So that's at least that's what
that lag issue too, right?
What's that?
That lag issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
And
left
the-
Joy-Con.
Yep.
Wow.
And evidently, the release button that lets them release is prone to breaking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, see, and I got this for my 7-year-old. Fuck, I have to buy the insurance, man.
No.
That's how they get you.
I might have to get that rewards thing now, so I get 10% off something. Yeah. Sir, you want to buy the warranty plan? Fuck yeah, just give it to me.
That is still really odd to me for Nintendo, man. Because I mean, if nothing else, they always made solid hardware.
I
Do
mean,
you think this is solid evidence that it was rushed?
Somewhat. Yeah.
somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah. I mean,
That financial quarter, man. They gotta answer to those investors. So
that's
Pretty
the bottom,
much.
and that's the bottom line to all that stuff across the board, man. You know, I think Jack, you said that on Weapon Wheel, like when it
Oh,
comes to
yeah,
like, you know, talking about release dates and stuff like that. You know, people freaking out.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence this is dropping in March and their financial quarter end on, like, was it March or April? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
yeah, at the end of March.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
they're like they're in the boardroom, like, you know, the kickstand on this thing is the shit. They don't even need a kickstand. Get out the door. You know, they're gonna be holding it. Like, they can put it on their lap.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna be hot if I'm in the back of a Uber and I try to like set it up and try to play with the Joy-Cons and it keeps falling over. I'm gonna be hot.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what though. So I've only read some of the reviews. Some of the reviews have been pretty mixed. I haven't seen. I haven't seen. I don't think I've read anyone that's like gone like crazy over it just yet. I think, you know, people have talked about the Joy-Con issues. You know, some of the lack of third-party support. You know, so, you know, obviously Zelda being the biggest must-have game on the console. I don't have. Let me see here. I got to pull up a list of, and I had it up to some of the games that were coming out at launch.
I have a list of all the launch games compiled somewhere. Hold on.
Do you have it?
I can find it if that's what you're going for. If that's the next.
Yeah. If you have that, Sam, pull it up because I'd like to go over that list real quick.
Sure. Let me just find it.
Because that list might be a little sparse, might be a little dry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Switch launch titles. Okay, this was as of February 25th. So if they've announced any indies since then, this will not include that, but this was last updated then. Okay, so we've got 1-2 Switch. Then we've got... Which, by the way, should be bundled in. I'm just saying.
You know what though? Someone else said that in a review. Well, actually, one of the reviews, someone said that like a game like that should have been bundled. Like they went back to, was it Wii Sports that was bundled with the Wii? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no reason 1-2 Switch shouldn't be bundled in.
It's a glorified tech demo. Why is that not in the system? Like,
right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, but if they bundled it in and like sold the game separately for $60, people would be like, "Why'd you bundle it in? Like you could have made the console $200." Or like if they bundled it in,
True,
and made it $300, they'd be like, "I don't want this shit. You could have made the console $250." You know what I mean? So like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean?
fair enough.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so we've also got Fast RMX, Just Dance 2017, some sort of indie called Human Resource Machine. Not sure exactly what that's all about. I Am Setsuna. Okay. So,
Sex trafficking game.
Yeah, copping that.
oh,
obviously, of course, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Another indie platformer called Little Inferno, Shovel Knight. I think we all know Shovel Knight. Skylanders Imaginators, Snipper Clips, Super Bomberman R, and World of Goo.
geez.
World
you
of
have-
Goo. What kind of
World
fucking
of Goo.
is that?
It's another indie platformer.
Ain't that a port from the Wii U? I think that was on the Wii U as well.
Oh, I thought you said that was.
Yes, actually, here in the footnotes, World of Goo was originally released on October 13th, 2008, for PC through Steam and Nintendo Wii.
Okay,
Jack,
Wii, yeah.
Jack, I thought you said that was a porn. I was like, what?
Oh God, no. Well, World of Goo. Okay, that do make sense. I feel you. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's got some launch titles. It's got more than 5. That's good. You know,
That's RMX, man. I mean, that's the.
that's good for Nintendo though. I mean, think about it. I mean, I think the N64 launched with like 2 games.
2 games.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that could be a better overall lineup. But I mean, when they're banking on Zelda. I mean,
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's one. But if you kind of look at, if you're somebody who, you're kind of a casual gamer and you're just looking at this thing as something that you want to pick up, but you don't really mess with a whole ton of games, some of those indies that are there are solid indies.
True.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are some of the best indies on all the systems. Now guys like us, we've rocked on most of those. So, but I'm kind of glad like Fast RMX, which is the sequel to Fast Racing Neo, is going to get a little bit of a wider audience because that was actually a really good game on Wii U.
Yeah.
Fast
it
Racing
was.
Neo.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some stuff there. I mean, but they can't rest on that. They got to bring some more stuff like quick.
Right.
I don't know, man. I mean, they have some other. They got a couple more releases. I think coming in April, if I'm not mistaken.
They do. There's a couple of games. And then, of course, you do have Splatoon 2 coming in summer.
Man, that's a ways off though. I don't know, man. It's looking kind of spooky out here. I don't even lie to you. I'm just like, what the hell going on? But
So Jack, are you not picking up a Switch then?
honestly, I'm not gonna even lie to you. If the Switch, I don't want to be that guy, but if the Switch had achievements, I would buy one. But the fact that it doesn't, I'm completely turned off to it. I can't do it, man.
You gotta have those achievements.
Gots to have them, bro. Gotta have them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really surprised that like they haven't included achievements yet. Like, I just don't understand that.
There's no reason for them not to. They have a server-based account system now, and all you would have to do is all these games already come with triggers in the games to, trigger achievements because they're on other platforms as well with achievements. So I'm trying to figure out why doesn't Nintendo, allow this?
Because it's Nintendo.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that's really the only. That's the answer. It's because it's Nintendo.
Man,
I still can't. I'm still because I think a lot of us thought that. Oh yeah, they're gonna have achievements, right?
I thought that was guaranteed.
Yeah,
I thought so.
I was shocked when I saw it didn't.
I just knew I knew it was gonna have achievements with the little coin sound effect and something else. Like if anybody can rock it,
all right,
achievements.
Yeah, it's
Nintendo,
perfect.
right?
Like, yeah,
that little coin effect, like for Mario, that would have been perfect.
Mhm.
The achievement trophy could have been like a mushroom or something.
yeah, anything like
Yeah.
it's perfect.
No, I think they want to push you back to my Nintendo to get them the bullshit percentage off coupons and stuff.
They want to do what?
Play some more Miitomo to get outfits for your Miitomo that nobody's playing. You get a special Switch outfit for your Miitomo.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even do. Miitomo was like. Does anyone have that? Do you guys have that app? I don't.
No.
I had it, but
I had
it didn't last very long.
People played the game for like I want to give them 2 weeks, but it wasn't even that long, really. Like all my partners, but yeah,
it was fast. It died fast, man.
Yeah,
that hype was there for the first week though.
Oh, it definitely was.
yeah. Well, and the traditional and in the traditional, I can't even talk in traditional Nintendo form. They also have voice chat, but it's via mobile app.
Jesus Christ.
So that's a thing.
And that's how matchmaking is being done as well.
Well, it's an elegant way to matchmake or to voice chat, according to Reggie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Nintendo, they're like. You ever meet like a smart, stupid person?
Pretty much.
That's Nintendo. Like
I just don't even know.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like they're the smart, stupid person. Like I could name a name, but I'm not gonna say a name right now. someone that we all know in a podcast. No, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, man.
Clean.
Huh?
Keep it clean.
No, yeah, I'm gonna keep it clean. But no, it's like it's like it's like a smart, stupid person. They're really smart, and then it's like, what the fuck is wrong with them? That's how Nintendo is. So.
Yeah,
pretty much.
What do you think, B? Because I know you're picking up one on Friday, right?
Yeah. Mine should be here hopefully sometime during the day. I got it from Amazon. It's already been shipped, so I'm just waiting on it. Picking up Zelda, of course, and then Snipper Clips and I Am Setsuna will be the games I pick up for it at launch. But good. I'm still kind of excited for it. You know what I mean? Like Horizon has my attention right now, so I'm trying to like work through that. But the impressions for Zelda are like amazing, so I'm ready to dive into that. Hopefully, we see some big changes in the next, 3 months or so leading up to E3. They still have a lot of stuff they have announced. I mean, they keep talking about the inclusion of the Unreal Engine. So I'm sure we'll see more third-party games in the future, but for some reason they're still being like super quiet about like the third-party support and whatnot, which is weird. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of one of those guys that like I buy everything when it comes out, and you know what I mean, hope for the best at the end, and then if it doesn't turn out to be good, oh well, you know what I mean, move on to something else. But hope for the best.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys? Let me ask you something. What do you guys think that this thing's going to do sales wise? I mean, there's some people out there that think it's going to tank the way the Wii U did.
It's not going to tank like the Wii U. It'll have at least a strong enough start to guarantee that doesn't happen.
It'd be kind of hard to do worse than the Wii U, though, right? Like,
I mean,
it would be extremely hard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't honestly see it doing Wii numbers. Not unless they bring out some really, really, really compelling content over the next couple of years and clean up some of their policies. But it'll definitely do way better than the Wii U, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that's hard to do better than that. The Wii U was like showing up to gym class, not dressing out, but you still get a D for being there. It's like I'm not playing any of the sports, but I'm here.
Yeah, it's funny. I had people like that in school. That shit's hilarious. They're like half dressed,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Like just sitting up on the bleacher. You get a D for doing it. You know, you're here. So
there's two, like, well, maybe three, but there's really two like major franchises that'll set this thing on fire. You know, one of them being Pokemon. So whenever the Pokemon game releases, like this thing is, you ain't gonna be able to find it nowhere. And then for the Japanese, once Monster Hunter releases, like,
Oh yeah, that's
find
gonna
it anywhere over there. You know what I mean? And then if Metroid ever comes back, like people will jump on it for that too. So
Oh, you know, there's a Metroid coming back. I mean, that's
it's called Axiom Verge.
I mean, we don't know that. This is Nintendo. We don't know that.
Exactly. You definitely can't call that.
That makes too
Can't
much sense to
guarantee
do. Yeah.
Exactly. If it makes sense, they don't want to do it.
Jack.
But
Jack, that's a good point, though, man. It makes too much sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But I think a big reason you're not seeing like an effort for backwards compatibility is because I think they're kind of looking at that Wii U library, which in a way has like some value because now they can bring those ports over, and those are, for all intents and purposes, new games for people.
oh yeah,
You know.
Yep, like that's what they're doing with Mario Kart 8, right? Just rebranding it as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you're gonna see that with. I think you'll see a Wind Waker port. I think you'll see a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze port. Any of their top, first party games, I think you'll see ports of those.
yeah.
The ones,
I mean, that would be smart to do, though.
it would be honestly because I mean, a lot of the audience didn't get that.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
So
the best thing for them to do in that case too is, since a lot of those games are like the Nintendo classics now, like on Wii U, and they're $20, just release them on the Switch, $20, and let them fly. You know what I mean?
but again, that makes too much sense. So Nintendo,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be full price,
Yeah, we're talking about Nintendo here again. Yeah.
man.
But again, like it's odd because their games hold value too.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I saw a tweet from Keza McDonald the other day, and she said she just sold like a bunch of her GameCube stuff for like big dollars.
I believe it.
Yeah, because I mean, you go into GameStop and consistently, if you go to GameStop, you go wherever, but those games tend to hold more trade-in value.
My only question with like third-party support though is we're probably not going to see like Watch Dogs 2 or any of those like newer franchises on the Switch platform. You can't run those games.
I promise you won't see those on that platform.
Yeah.
Even though the head of Ubisoft was just like praising the platform, but I'm like, so what kind of support are you going to bring for it? I think a lot of them are going to play the wait and see. If it does get gangbusters and it does start to like move units and it sells, then you might see like Switch specific like types of titles from some of the third parties. But I don't think you'll see a ton of support.
No, it was kind of funny. It reminds me of the director of Final Fantasy 15 was praising the Switch, saying he wanted to develop games for it. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's great and all, but Final Fantasy 15 ain't coming over. That thing barely runs on the PS4 and Xbox as is. There's no way it's going on the Switch.
No, hell no. No, not unless it looks like a 8-bit version of Final Fantasy. But you know what though? But I have a theory though. I have a theory about this. I think with look, backwards compatibility has kind of been a fan favorite amongst gamers, or a thing that a lot of gamers have been very positive and receptive about. And I think that Nintendo's going to go back into like the games from last console gen and start kind of doing remasters and bringing those games over. I mean, apparently we're getting Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim's great.
So who's to say that they won't bring like an Assassin's Creed Black Flag game on that console? Or I mean, there's so much content from the last gen that they could just port over.
I mean, that's what people were saying. Like a lot of industry insiders were saying that the Switch was going to get a lot of indie support, and most of the third party titles were going to be like last gen ports. So I can see that happen.
Yeah.
I will say this: if the rumor that we will get a Dark Souls trilogy on the Switch is true, and that'll be like the mature title, because that's a rumor I've heard, then that will be big. I will jump all over that happily, being able to take Dark Souls with me wherever I go.
Hell yeah. What? Dude, I'm telling you, on a trip with my family to vacation, shit, I'd be all over Dark Souls.
So
I'm telling you.
You're not gonna hang with the family. It's like,
Nah, I'm busy.
hey, according to the commercials, you could be poolside with your Joy-Con.
I could be
You
poolside
switch.
my Joy-Con, yeah. You know, or on a basketball court playing NBA 2K.
Right?
That was so stupid.
I was like, man, this is not life.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, but I that's why I really could see that. I think it's going to happen. It just makes too much sense not for them not to do that. I mean, I think the appeal with the Switch is its mobility, like being able to, you know, if you want to play it on your big screen, you have the option of doing that. If you want to take it on the go, you have the ability to do that. I mean, I'm picking up Zelda, and I'm already thinking like, oh my god, this is great. I get to play this game at lunch. I could sit at my desk at work and play this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, granted, like I could do it. You could do it with like, I could play other games on other mobile devices, but this is a little bit different, though. You know?
Yeah.
No, this is way different.
Yeah. So, speaking of Zelda, so we're starting to get some. Well, actually, 2 reviews have kind of been leaked. Famitsu, I can never pronounce it. Is it Famitsu?
Famitsu.
Famitsu.
Mitsu.
Yeah. So Famitsu actually gave it a perfect review. And Edge Magazine reviewed it, and they gave it a perfect review. Do you guys think that this game is going to be Game of the Year contender and the highest rated game that we've seen so far this console gen?
Oh, this whole gen?
Okay, so okay, that's a 2-part question. Game of the Year contender, that's not up for debate. I don't think.
It will
No,
It'll be a Game of the Year
It
contender.
will be.
All right.
Okay. Now, highest rated game this gen. That's tough. Metal Gear Solid 5 has a 95.
Damn.
You can debate whether or not it deserves it, but I don't want to get into that discussion. Point is, it does.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be tough to beat. But that being said, in my opinion, if any game from any company has any chance of beating it, it would be Zelda.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Jack, what do you think, man?
So wait a minute. MGS5 is the highest rated game this gen?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's disappointing. I was gonna say I didn't want Zelda to be, but after hearing that, I mean, shit, I kind of welcome it, man. Like, goddamn.
Like we could do better.
Yeah, it definitely has the opportunity to be the highest rated game this gen. Definitely does.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, what do you think, man?
No, I agree, man. Because when you look at historically, most Zelda games tend to get those like 10s, like across the board for people. I remember like Ocarina of Time and EGM got 10s down when they used to do the 3-person review. It got like 10s all the way down, I think, or like 9.5 and 2 10s.
Dude, Ocarina of Time was so fucking good.
Yeah. So I think if you can go back and
Ocarina
check,
of Time was a huge leap forward.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I think if you go back and kind of check some of those scores, you'll probably see a lot of 9.5s and 10s. So I'm not surprised by this one because, again, this one's supposed to be breaking the mold of what we knew from recent Zelda games. You know, kind of that open world, kind of take it as you want, you know. Like you can start off in the hardest dungeon if you so please and stuff like that. So
yeah, I heard it's challenging too.
Mm-hmm. Which is something you don't often hear from a Zelda game.
Not since the first one, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's crazy too, because like you think about it, some of the highest rated games this gen have all been open world games. So,
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, so you look at Nintendo doing something that they haven't done with Zelda in a very long time.
Yeah.
Why can't it be the highest rated game this gen so far?
Yeah, no, it's true, man. That's true.
It's going to hit nostalgia for a lot of people, and you know that's going to give it,
Yeah.
you know, that extra point. You know what I mean, to kind of put it up there. But everybody's saying it's a great game. So
sounds like media bias to me, B Money.
Well, you know, they've been doing what 25 years, man. So, or 25 or 30 years, you know, with Zelda. So, you know, they earned that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. Yeah, I think this is going to be the highest rated game this console. I think it's going to get 10. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and say it on Metacritic it goes 98.
Ooh,
Damn.
You think so?
Yes.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard to do. It
Okay,
is.
I'm gonna say
Shit, if Metal Gear Solid
that's gonna be
5
insanely
can
hard.
get
It doesn't.
95.
Yeah, man, that's like Jordan and 2K.
I don't want to get into that discussion. I mean, very few games have come close to that, though. Very few. I'm going to say a 96. I think it'll go a 96.
It's gonna get a couple of really bad scores though. You know, every great game that come out, you know, it's always that one person that give it like a goddamn 20 out of 100. It's like, bro, what are you?
Yeah.
What were you playing like?
Hey, Jack,
Oh, you mean like that
the guy
Forza
from Time
Horizon
Magazine.
2 review from IBM Tech that was like 4 out of 10. This is too much simulation. There aren't enough cars.
It's
Like,
ridiculous.
Dude, what?
Yeah. It's gonna be like I'm telling you, Newsweek's gonna give that shit like a 2 out of 10.
It's like Quincy from Eat a Dick Nintendo gave it a 2.5.
And you know, the fanboys would jump all over. Oh, did you see what eatadicknintendo.com said?
Right.
2 out of 10, so that means it sucks.
It's like I had to get verified for Metacritic. Who's running this shit?
That's why you use OpenCritic. That's why you use OpenCritic instead.
Yeah.
You don't have time and.
I think it's a blog we need to start, man. EatADickNintendo.com.
Yeah, you just gave someone an idea, Eric.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, you just started somebody's business right there.
Blackbond typing right now.
Yeah, right.
Real.
like Miles.
clown.
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, man, we started a conglomerate of just like Eat a Dick PlayStation, Eat a Dick Xbox, Eat a Dick Nintendo, and just start
You get a lot of traffic
clickbaiting.
like that.
Oh my god, we'll
Hey, Jack, why does Blackbot hate Nintendo so much?
I don't know.
Like he just hates them. Like what happened? Did Mario like have a
I
bad?
don't know if it raped him as a child. I don't know what happened to Blackbond to where he like.
Luigi molest him? What happened?
So
Yeah, he must've-
maybe he saw some mushrooms growing and he was like, they don't make me no bigger. Like, this is some bullshit. Fuck Nintendo. Who knows, man?
I think he must have pulled like a whole shelf of like NES carts over on himself or something and just got trapped for like a week.
Did Bowser kidnap his princess too?
Maybe that's what happened.
I think
Jack,
it must be some of the fanboys that go on Nintendo that just set him off. So
I don't know.
he just loves sticking it to him. But yeah, he goes in. It's funny.
Oh, we lost Jack.
Oh.
Bond came and sniped
maybe.
him, man.
Yeah. But 98 meta, huh?
Hey,
It's
I'm
gonna
saying
be
98, man. I'm
gonna
saying
be up
98.
Yeah, I think it
I'm
have
gonna
around
say 90.
somewhere in a 96, 97 range, probably.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Jack. Jack's back. Hey, Jack, we said that Bond sniped you.
I know, Ray. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Man.
I was making a joke. He ate mushrooms thinking he would help his knees and nothing happened. Then he was gone.
Oh, man.
All right. So Zelda's gonna be a great game. I think we all agree on that. I still even like so. Well, you already answered that question, Jack. You're not gonna get it because the console doesn't offer achievements. So I guess no matter how great Zelda is, you'll pass.
Definitely. Well, I do got to put this out there. I've never been a Zelda fan per se. So, I do like I'm liking the way the new Zelda look, graphics wise. It got some voice acting. I don't know if it ever had voice acting before. I don't think it has. I'm not sure, but I'm liking what I'm seeing with the game. But I've never been a huge Zelda fan.
Yeah.
Well,
I have been, but I'll probably be playing on the Wii U because I'll get a Switch like down the road. I won't be there with you and B Money on opening day.
It's
all right.
Or launch day, I should say.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, I don't have a Wii U, so I had to buy the Switch, I guess. Well, I didn't have to, but all right. So let's.
You have a very strong.
What's that? Yes, I do. It's also for my 7-year-old too. He wanted to get the 3DS, and then I was like, "Well, look, there's a new console coming out. This is what it is." He's like, "Oh," I want that. I want that. It sounds so much better." Actually,
That's how it goes.
all his friends are talking about this. All his friends are talking about the Switch.
Oh wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, right there, that's a leg up because they didn't even know about the Wii U.
Yeah, I mean,
You know? And I have seen it advertised, man. Like my daughter, she watches like Nickelodeon and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on all day long, man.
Yeah. Yep.
What, the Nintendo Switch? I haven't.
Yeah.
It's got some commercials out.
Yeah, and you did not see that with the Wii U until it was too late. And they started trying to do commercials and ads and stuff. But so that's definitely different. And maybe they are trying.
That's good. Yeah, they are trying, and I don't know. Hey, B-Money, I heard they're gonna have puppets at E3 again this year.
No, they ain't.
Now, one problem is my buddy of mine is more on the casual side, and he walked into, I think it was Target the other day, and asked about pre-ordering one, and they basically told him, "Nah, we don't have any more pre-orders." And it's kind of first come, first serve. So if like luck of the draw, that is a problem.
It's a big problem. I saw a couple of people I follow on Twitter saying that they know GameStops and Targets that are going to be auctioning them off. They got like 2 for people who walk in.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit's gonna be selling crazy on.
It's definitely gonna sell out.
Yeah, and people are gonna get they're gonna be commanding like $1,000 for the console, probably even more.
Ooh,
probably more. There's some people out there that will put it out there for like $2,000. Somebody will buy it. Somebody will buy it.
Low key, I should have did that.
You know what? I thought about doing that when I went to that fucking store that's terrible. They said you could only pre-order 1 per customer.
Yeah.
They already know what people are gonna do.
Yeah. So I should have done. I should have gone to another GameStop. Well, no, because they probably had me in the system. I should
tie you in. Yeah.
You should have gone to a Best Buy.
Exactly. I should have gone to Best Buy and pre-order there, and then I could have sold on eBay, made some money. Pay for all these fucking games that are coming out.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yep. All right, so let's go to our next topic. That's unless anyone else wants to chime in with any more Nintendo news or comments or thoughts. No, we're good.
Nope.
All right. So Horizon Zero Dawn came out this week.
Whew.
Oh, what a game!
That's my new love right there, man.
Yeah. Now,
that's bait.
That's bait.
Sam hasn't played it yet, so we'll try not to. And for the listeners out there, we'll try not to give any spoilers. But I want to get everyone's thoughts on the panel about the game, and then I'll give mine. Jack, since you're the guest on tonight's show, why don't you go first, man?
Oh man, it's really is nothing I can say that hasn't been said already. Like when I originally saw the game, I think that was like E3 2015. Immediately the first thing I thought of was Enslaved Odyssey to the West. The game from last gen, very underrated title. So, and I thought of Tomb Raider, stuff like that. But I played about 8 hours on Horizon so far, and the game is absolutely incredible. I have nothing negative to say about all the negative things I got to say about the game. They really like nitpicks, really. And I actually Horizon is actually the game that it is the main game that I recently upgraded to the PS4 Pro to play, and 4K HDR in that game, man. Absolutely mind blowing. The gameplay, the mechanics, the weapons, the outfits, the collecting, everything about the game. To me, the story, I was worried about the story because if y'all don't know, I think Guerrilla Games used to make terrible games. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I never liked Killzone.
Wow, really?
I've never liked Killzone. I just didn't like the story. I thought it was stupid to me. You know what I mean? But Horizon, the story is very interesting. I'm into it. I'm having fun doing the side missions, and it's just a great game, man. Highly recommend it.
You mentioned Tomb Raider. I definitely get a lot of Tomb Raider vibes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, with some of the crafting and stuff.
What game would you say it handles closest to? What are the controls most similar to?
Like a Tomb Raider, Uncharted, something like that. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And so, Jack, I know we were talking about this before you went on live, but you think this is a possible Game of the Year contender too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Right up there with Zelda.
Oh, yeah, it'll be in there.
End of the year, if like God of War, because God of War rumored to come out, Red Dead 2. If those games don't come out, or even if they do, it's gonna be those games, Horizon and Zelda. I see it. Absolutely.
I hear that. That if those games come out this year, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Sheesh.
and everything we've had so far this year. I mean, this is easily the best year of this console gen. Easily.
That's facts right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, easily. So,
Mhm.
Big Money, what about you, man? What are your thoughts so far?
Man, I love this game. Like, I knew it was gonna be something special when they showed it off at E3, and like I instantly pre-ordered the collector's edition. Like, I just knew it was gonna be something special, and over time they kept showing it, Now I was on like a media blackout. Like I didn't want to like see too much of the game, get too involved and see what the story was or anything like that. But like when I first turned it on, like the game is beautiful. You know what I mean? It controls well. The story is like super interesting. Like when I finally got out of like the starting section or whatever, and you start running into different robots and like bigger robots, and you gotta kind of have like a little bit of a strategy of how you're gonna take them down, and you know what I mean. There's multiple robots running around and stuff like that. Like it's so exhilarating. You know what I mean? Like when you have a big robot that you gotta take down, and there's a bunch of like little mini robots around there, and they're attacking you too, and I mean humans come around and they're attacking you. So I mean, I think it's an amazing game, and like Jack said, I think it's right up there with game of the year contention. I think it's going to be this game, Zelda, Mass Effect, and if Red Dead comes out, you know what I mean, that's no question in there. But I can't stop playing this game, man. I'm at level 16 right now. I think I played it for like 12 hours straight when it came out yesterday. Got off work and went straight to it, so I'm loving it.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. Like, I was like, I went on a blackout after a while. I didn't want to know anything else. I didn't want to see anything else. But from the moment they showed this game, I was like, that was like an E game all the way. And a big world single player. I was just hoping, of course, they didn't decide to try to crow like a multiplayer into it just because. So I'm glad they kind of shied away from that. But like Jack said too, like I'm not the biggest Killzone fan. Like 2 or 3 was okay for me, but overall it was like whatever. So when I heard Guerrilla was doing this game, I was kind of like, oh boy. I was like, what's gonna happen with it? Hopefully it'll be good. But for them doing this, their first time out, and they wanted to set out to do something different. And it's their first attempt at like an open world game. The nitpicks aside, that's impressive. Like what they pulled off. And I know some people are kind of going at it like for the dialogue or the facial expressions, the cutscenes, whatever the case may be. But I'm like, you got to remember, this is like their first attempt at this.
Shit, if they have issues with the facial expressions, they should play fucking Fallout 4.
Yeah, exactly.
With those hair faces.
the wax figures.
Yeah.
So, but even like, I think, Ricky, we talked about that earlier. I said, Fallout 4 isn't the best looking game, but it didn't stop people from enjoying it and having fun with the gameplay, right?
Nope.
But Bethesda tends to get little passes on when it comes to like Fallout in a way. So I just said again, if people have that argument, my argument would just be it's their first shot at doing an open world game like this. You got to give them props for that. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I was like, when they first showed this game, Guerrilla announced it, Sony announced it was Guerrilla working on this. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little suspect only because they've primarily have been working on Killzone, a shooter, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna go from a shooter to a open world RPG, and I'm like, I thought to myself, I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work out well, right? And here we are years later, and this game, I'm blown away. And Eric, we talk about gamer ADD. This game is giving me major gamer ADD. I want to explore everything. I want to collect shit. Every time I see icons to like,
you gotta pick it up.
Resource, I gotta pick it up.
You gotta pick it up.
Yeah. It's like I can't. Like I feel guilty. I'm walking past it. I'm like, oh, it's just sitting. That's a waste. I gotta get it. And so and the game is just, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's the lighting in that game is just amazing.
Man.
Like those sunsets, shit. When you're out there at nighttime,
Oh, like in the forest and it's like green and shit. Like,
yeah, and the shadows and the lighting. I'm just like, and I'm playing it on the base PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, and I can't even imagine what it looks like on the Pro,
bro.
Yeah.
And all the cutscenes are native 4K as well, so it looks amazing. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. There are some. If I mean, I really haven't found anything that I can really complain about, other than maybe like the weather system. Like it like will like rain all of a sudden and then just turn sunny.
Yeah, it does do that. It does.
You know, and I'm like, okay, is this like, you know, is this because of the world that they're in that it's like this, or just the overall design of the weather system of the game? But it's not enough to like make me like harp on it and think, oh my god, this is driving me nuts, you know, because the game does other things very well that you kind of don't think about it after a while, you know. But I noticed it though, like when I was hunting some of the robots, and I was up, and this is why, you know, you get those Tomb Raider vibes, and you're kind of like perched up high, and you have your bow and arrow out, and I remember like all of a sudden it just got like really foggy. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, that fog is crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah. But it came out of nowhere though. Like it was like sunny, and then like the fog just came on.
That real time fog.
Yeah, the real time fog, right? And then you know, it's like downpour. But that's really the only. But to me, it's like a minor thing. But other than that, the game is fantastic. I wish I could get to a little bit more of the story, but I know we're all in like different parts of the game.
Yeah.
But there's some key things that happen that really kind of pulled me into the game. And I gotta say, like, I think the one thing that that Sony's really done well with some of their first party content is that I think they do a really good job at grabbing our attention as gamers and often getting us to be able to connect with the main characters in the games they put out. You know, and this game isn't any different. So yeah, I gave you guys kind of a ranking earlier before we started this evening of where I rank this game in terms of open world RPGs, and I still have Witcher 3 as the top so far. I put Horizon below that, and then I put Fallout 4 below Horizon. But that could change. I mean, I'm only a couple hours in, so we'll see. But
where does Just Cause 3 rank on your?
Just Cause 3.
Destruction Simulator. So, like, let me ask a question, because I've actually stayed away from like as much as possible. I want to go in like as theoretically blind as possible. But is it an RPG in the sense that you can make decisions? Like there are different quests and you can make different. Okay, good, excellent.
Yeah,
and you can like decisions actually matter in this game. I'm not gonna get into any details, but certain decisions you can make it to where a certain character might die, or you know, a certain character might live. So it's actually important. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which kind of lends
So
itself
Witcher
to.
3
I'm sorry, what
basically.
What did you say?
It's obvious that it was CD Projekt Red who wrote the story, because they are the ones who actually wrote.
Oh, you can see.
It's definitely influence. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see DNA, like the DNA from like so many different like types of games in this one game, and that's a good thing. You know, they were paying attention to what everybody was doing, like the best way. So that's why I said again, it's mostly nitpicks, like Jack said. You know, and again, I just say that's Guerrilla's first shot at doing something like that. So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for them to pivot from a shooter to an open world RPG, which isn't easy to develop. I mean, shit. I mean, this is. I can't even imagine what the next one's going to be.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
speaking of that, do you think this means that we've seen the last of Killzone?
Hopefully, shit.
There's that that they're going to be working on Killzone 5.
They probably shelved it after they saw the popularity of this franchise. Yeah. I'm sure they're probably working on it, but like Sony was like,
You guys are Horizon developers now.
Yeah, Killzone had a good run, man. Like it's a wrap on that stuff, man. They need to just end it.
I'm in total agreement, man. Like they've been doing it forever. It's never really hit.
Nah.
Like with any one audience. So why would you even go for another one? You don't need to.
Yeah. Hey Sam, Al, the drunk cat. What's up, Al? Live chat said the people who wrote the Bloody Baron wrote the entire story quest for Horizon.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to. That
Yeah.
I responded to him. That's what I was thinking of.
The Bloody Baron quest is probably one of my favorite quests in The Witcher 3. Yeah. It's the one that for me stands out probably the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Al said,
the other thing, excuse me, the other thing about Horizon is it's no slouch as far as like difficulty.
Oh no, absolutely.
You know, because even on normal, you can get your ass handed.
Oh yeah. Well, I will say though, I'm playing on very hard mode. Yes, I am a try hard, but it's not extremely, like Eric was saying, it's not extremely difficult, but it does give you a decent challenge. Like you just can't run in there all willy nilly, you know, being cute. You will get fucked up by these things. You will die in one to commit. So don't get shit twisted. It's real out there, all right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm playing it on hard, and yeah, it's no joke. So I couldn't imagine playing on very hard.
Yeah, because I had that in my head. I was like, okay, I know what happened when I went into Uncharted 4 crushing.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't even play Uncharted 4 and crush.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Frank stubs his toe. Oh,
pretty much, I know, right?
I was like, where are they getting all these damn grenades from? Like nonstop grenade barrage. But
yeah, the enemy AI, I love those grenades, man. Uncharted, toss that shit all the time.
Yeah,
like Aaron Rodgers. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm fighting Aaron Rodgers. The fuck?
Well, Hail Mary at my motherfucker there. Jesus.
When they like throw the grenades and kind of like run away, they're like, oh, they like run away.
Or when you in cover and they throw a grenade and bounce off your fucking shoulder blade. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
Like, did he sidearm that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't believe in camping in Uncharted 4. They're like, "Oh no, you moving?"
Oh, they definitely didn't.
Oh, they made. Yeah, you're right. Because if you hung around too long, grenade time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Jack, you're right. If I got cute one time with my little with my spear, I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna get cute. I'm gonna roll around, you know, try to get some hits in real quick and roll out. Nope.
That's definitely not happening.
One of them jumped on me and then kicked me in the back, and yeah, she was dead. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again.
Like the default enemies, like I believe, the Watchers. The Watchers aren't too hard to kill, man. But like some of them, I'm not gonna spoil them, but some of them other enemies, man, they are outrageous. I just encountered a new enemy. Oh my god, the Sawtooth. That's like a lion or a tiger or some shit. Like it just it's clawing at you. You like, leave me alone, bro. I'm sorry. Like I didn't even mean to, man. It's crazy.
One kicks you in the back with his hind legs, I think, too, right?
Oh my, yeah.
It's like a wild,
strider.
Yeah, it's like a wild horse and a like tiger all wrapped in one. And
oh yeah, I got bucked by one of those striders. I was like, what? You know, just watch my health bar go down. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so it's like that, okay.
Yeah, you got to be careful because it's not like she's like has like, you know, armor. She's basically out there like she's basically dressed like Pocahontas for the most part.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially if I got no good mods, because you can mod the outfits, but like, you know, the mods starting off ain't too good. So
no, they're not. They're not. But yeah, I also like the crafting though. The crafting of you can craft your weapons and upgrade them.
Crafting is nice, very nice.
Yeah. That's why I'm always collecting stuff because I don't want to miss out on being able to craft something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna like it, man. Like there's so much stuff to do. It's crazy. There's so much stuff to do. It's a great game.
And the best part about it too is like when you do the side quests, they feel meaningful. You know what I mean? They're not just like, you know, go collect some berries or you know, go give me these tree limbs and like
not a fetch quest. Yeah,
it's not nonsense. You know what I mean? And like every one of them has like a pretty cool cinematic once you bring the items back or whatever it is that you gotta do for a side quest. And it kind of lends itself to the story. So it kind of wraps everything up in one and doesn't feel like it's, you know, something separated from the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love the stealth mode too. I really like that. I like going stealth.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can play the game different ways too. That's the other thing I like about it too. And that goes back to kind of that's where I get those Tomb Raider vibes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're tackling.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to this. You know, hopefully being a staple in Sony's offerings of first party content. So, yeah, hats off to Gorilla.
They say they want Aloy to be like a new.
Oh, this definitely got to be a franchise, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they retired Nathan. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, they need someone to sort of step up.
Yeah, they need that new leader. So,
got to retire Master Chief now.
Don't say that too loud. You know how these Xbox dudes get.
I get death threats.
I'm telling you.
No, you know what, and not to beat a dead horse, but it's kind of like what we were talking about last week, like Seamus Blackley, those people call him the father of the Xbox. He was tweeting out about Horizon and was like, yeah, this is the kind of stuff like more or less that makes gaming great. Those are not exact words, but like, you know, these new, like taking creative chances, you know, pays dividends. And, you know, that's what I want to see from Microsoft now. And I know we talked about this last week, but, you know, when I see games like Horizon, I'm like, man, like Microsoft can do this, you know, I think. It just makes me want more like newer content, new experiences, new characters, you know. You know, it's just, you know, look, I'm married. I gotta see my wife every day. I don't want to see the same characters for every day either.
Damn, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
how you wife can shit like that?
It's kind of, you know, like, my enjoyment.
Can't quite roll with you, bro.
My enjoyment was like with my, you know, what I'm really looking forward to with Zelda is I haven't played a Zelda game in years, you know. Same thing with Metroid. You know, I haven't touched Mario really too much because I kind of, you know, whatever.
Nobody's really played a Metroid game in years, Enrique.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
you ain't the only one.
No, but we haven't played Metroid since when the last Metroid came out for the Wii.
Yeah, Other M, right?
Yeah, Other M.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, after a while, like, you know, I'm done with Call of Duty. I'm tired of that franchise. You know, Halo. I mean, honestly, Halo 5, I was kind of disappointed with. Yeah, I just, you know, having these new experiences, having these new characters, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what, and when I saw Seamus tweet that, I'm like, yes, I'm like, he's right. That's what gaming's about. Taking these creative chances. Gaming's an art form, you know, and yeah, just, you know, hats off to Sony too for giving, you know, their studios the ability to be creative and take chances. It's paying off.
And the time. Took like
the
6
time
years.
to do it.
They've been working on this game for the past 6 years, man. So
Al just reminded me of Federation Force. We don't talk about that now.
Oh yeah, people don't even recognize that as a real like Metroid game. Like,
I think most people have just sort of like crushed whatever brain cells initially recognized that. Like, nope, not happening.
It didn't happen. It never happened. It's like the Matrix. Just put me back in.
And
The game didn't happen.
Federation Force.
And Fastback said in the chat, he said he thinks Halo 6 will be the last of Master Chief's story.
ooh,
What do you guys think?
I hope so.
Okay, how about I'm not eligible to say because I may or may not know things. I'll put it that way.
oh now you got to speak on it. What's going on?
You can't say that. You can't.
How you gonna dangle the carrot out there like that?
I may or may not know.
Okay, the development of Halo's story has taken a very wild twist as to what they are planning after Halo Wars 2. Let me put it that way.
Well,
and what a lot of people think was originally like in the cards and would have been obvious is not the progression of the games. It's not just going to be straight up Halo 6, you know, whatever anymore. That's the easiest way I can put it.
Good. I'm all for it. Shake it up. Change it.
Shannon Loftus, or was it Shannon? No, it wasn't Shannon Loftus. It was I forget who it was at Microsoft today.
You're referring to Bonnie Ross?
Bonnie Ross, thank you. She said that the story is going to be a more simple story in Halo 6 than Halo 5. So, I mean, that can mean anything. You know?
Is that a good thing though? Like,
No, she already clarified her statements. In other words, you're not going to have to have read the outside novels and outside lore for Halo, like what you did for Halo 5. She's already clarified that.
which
I mean,
I thought was a huge mistake for Halo 5.
You had to read novels to understand the story of Halo 5.
No, you didn't really. I mean, there were
almost.
It wasn't like Destiny, you know, where you had
It was beneficial.
Yeah, if you didn't watch like all the different shows they had done and some of the
Oh Jesus!
But if you knew like Master Chief and you know, his friends that he's palling around with in Halo 5, if you knew their history,
You'll pretty much get what was going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you probably had, as a gamer, you probably had a little more emotional attachment to them and understanding of like a bonding with them, I guess, if you understood kind of the backstory. That makes sense,
right? Because they were basically like, you know, John's last hold on humanity, pretty much. You know, his brothers and sisters.
Yeah, like literally his brothers and sisters.
Which knowing that still didn't translate into a good campaign to me.
Nope.
So, no.
No, Eric and I were talking about this earlier. I think like with you know, we talked about like I think with what Sony's doing, you know, with creating these characters that we can connect with as gamers. You know, these new characters. I think with Gears of War 4, they should have killed Marcus Phoenix.
I disagree 110%.
Yeah, they should have killed him. I think
we're going full spoiler here.
Yeah. Oh, full spoiler. Yes.
Wait, how many months has it been? I'm just. What's the average?
A year now at this point. Almost a year. No,
not a year. Not a year.
It's been on like 6 months. Yeah.
6 months. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that, and I say that because I think that there would have been an ability to connect with, you know, with the son, and the son kind of take that lead role in the franchise. I think that's where
I disagree. I think them killing Marcus off was telegraphed, and that killing him off would have been a cheap shot at emotion. It was actually far more emotional for me than the fact that they didn't kill him off. I would have been very disappointed if they did, because that would have screamed of, nah, you're just trying to, you know, jerk the knife around, get a few cheap tears.
No, see, I took it the other way. I took it the other way too. They can't let go of him because, you know, this is again my opinion on it, and people take it however they want. I know Judgment catches a lot of crap, but I didn't feel overall that Gears of War 4 was that much different than what Judgment is. I think the only reason people hated Judgment was because there was no Marcus in it.
Yeah.
And I think Microsoft themselves are too afraid to let go of it because they're too afraid of what people may say or, you know, or how they may react to it. And people are fine to feel that way. Just me personally, I don't think it would have been cheap to do so, because if you're trying to introduce new characters and get people to resonate with JD, I didn't feel like a connection to him.
I didn't either.
And the old trope is, you kill. Can I do a spoiler for Star Wars by now? You kill off a main character to propel things forward and to move things along. I think Marcus's side has already kind of been like told, and if you're trying to like resonate with a new character, you kind of have to do some of these things to help propel that thing forward.
I mean, like I said, I disagree because that's the trope, and if they had fulfilled that trope, that would have just been an obnoxious eye-rolling moment for me.
I think, we're not gonna go down the Gears of War 4 rabbit hole, but I think a lot of it was obnoxious with the DBs and all that stuff like that. But I think all that connection would have been even better. You know, spoilers aside, with somehow the end of the game happened, characters that they met up with would have meant more if you had this linchpin of a character, you know, have to either sacrifice himself. Did you think about how moving, you know, Maria dying in Gears of War, Maria, and then Dom sacrificing 3? Sometimes you need those sacrifices to propel something forward and give people purpose.
But they already had that. I mean, with Anya. Anya died. That's another point. That's another point of where Microsoft shows you something in the commercial, and then they don't really kind of dive into it in the actual game.
They don't flesh it out in the game.
They don't flesh it out. They don't.
If you didn't watch any of the commercials, like you'd be like, "Yo, where's his mom at? Like, what's the backstory? Like, why did they got beef with each other?" You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, aside from the fact that when they met up in the game, and it was very clear if you were listening that, you know, his beef with his dad was over the fact that they broke apart from his mom. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, you can disagree. That's fine, but it was blatantly there.
Now, I don't know but again, it can be blatantly there and said, but to me personally, there was no emotion behind it.
Yeah, there's no backstory
that we rode with for like how, you know, and how that she was a part of it, and then to know that she and Marcus got together and they had a kid. They gave you that heartfelt moment in the commercial, and then in the game, there was nothing that really connected any of that. And it's the same thing they did with the Halo 5 campaign. It was about to be on between Chief and Locke. And I really thought we had another Arbiter Chief moment where.
Hey, Jack, I hope we're not spoiling this, by the way.
No, don't worry about it, man.
But to me, I don't know. Like I said, we don't have to go down this rabbit hole. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I think it's a good discussion to have, because I think that as we're seeing these new franchises, and we're seeing we're seeing different approaches to by two different companies, and I just think that I know, Sam, you don't agree with us, but I just, and I understand what you're saying too. So the obvious would have been to kill him, but I feel like even with that being said, if that happened, and I was expecting that, and I was expecting that to happen, I think I would have had more of a connection with JD, and I would have been like, okay, you know what, fuck it, let's move forward now. Let's go kill some motherfuckers. Let's go get the people that killed my father, and they have a little bit of a rocky relationship, And I think that could have played and resonated with the emotions and gamers, regardless of whether or not the obvious would have been to kill him. I think there's a lot of things they could have done with that they didn't do, that they missed out on, and I think that would have made for a better Gears 4. At least for me, it would have.
And Sam, you're right. It's a trope, but it's a trope that works in almost any. If done right, works in a majority of the movies that we watch.
But it's how you execute it, though.
Right.
That's the big thing.
You guys are giving me a lot of inspiration for an essay, actually. I'm actually typing up some notes right now.
Right, because my feeling on it is when you go to the next game, and hopefully it won't be just like Gears 5 or whatever the case may be. If you decide now, and again, I'm not the storyteller or the writer, they can do whatever they want. But I kind of feel like in the next game, if you decide to go that path, now it's kind of like you saw it coming. Even more so, is now it's a trope in a way. Because especially how they left the game, like for the next part. I think it would have been more meaningful to put these people on a path because we lost this character that we've been riding with for like 11 plus years or whatever.
They should have just gone fucking Game of Thrones and killed everyone. Left it a mystery who the next character is going to be.
Red Wedding? No.
Yeah. But see, Sam, look at a show like Game of Thrones. I mean, obviously there's some things that happen we don't expect to happen, but I mean, look at the Red Wedding. I was like, this motherfucker's gonna die, and it happened, and
that's the extreme end of the spectrum with a series with over 1,000 characters, though.
But I understand that. But what I'm saying is, it's how you execute it, though.
Oh, for sure,
yeah.
entirely.
What I'm saying is, like, they could have executed on that, and created, at least in my opinion, a better experience or create this connection with JD. Like right now, as I think about Gears, I don't think about JD. I think about Marcus. And it's clear that JD is the torch is being passed to him. He's going to be the main protagonist of the series moving forward. So, but anyhow, I know we kind of just went on a little rant here.
Good discussion.
Yeah,
good discussion.
We'll do the Gears 4 spoiler cast.
Yeah,
extended spoiler cast on another show.
So let's go to since we're speaking of Xbox, there was some big Xbox related news. Microsoft announced a new subscription program called Xbox Game Pass, essentially for $9.99, $10 a month. You will get access to over 100 Xbox One and Xbox 360 games. The cool thing about this, the one thing that I liked about this announcement was that you actually get the option to you actually download these games to your hard drive as opposed to streaming them, and you do have the opportunity to buy them at a discounted price. I believe it's 20% off.
20%.
Yeah. So, Sam and I were talking about this earlier. Like, I guess much like EA Access, this is a situation where I don't think you have to commit. You don't have to commit to anything on a yearly basis. If you want to do it for a month, you could do it and then cancel. Because for me, like, I was thinking, like, I buy so many fucking games. I'm so backlogged as it is. For me, there's not a lot of value in something like this. But there could potentially be, if there's a certain month where there's a bunch of games that they're priced right, they're discounted right. Maybe it makes sense for me to pay the $10 and download some of these games to buy them. But I think this is probably a nice value add for people who maybe don't have the opportunity to buy a lot of content, or who have interest in going back and playing some of the backwards compatible titles on 360. And try games they've never played that maybe they didn't want to put $40, $50, $60 down to try them out. Give them an opportunity to play. It's kind of like a Netflix in a way for gaming. But I kind of want to get everyone's thoughts on the service, kind of what you guys think about it, whether you think it's a good thing, great thing for consumers, whether it's something you would buy. Jack, you don't own an Xbox, so I don't think you have any input.
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, shit, I don't see the issue with it. A lot of people are, you know, upset about it. I don't see what is it to be upset about? It's another option to play games. Like,
yeah.
Jack, do you think this means that Sony will drop the price of PS Now or make a response for that?
I think they should have dropped the price of PS Now for a minute. So if they see this and they still don't, like, PS Now is they fucking up with it. Like, there's no secret. Everybody see it. I don't know anybody personally that has PS Now, so hopefully, I actually hope this service does do well, and hopefully they improve PS Now.
Yeah,
it's a beauty of competition, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it really is.
Competition drives change, man.
It does.
Right.
Yeah, and when Microsoft announces, I would immediately, because I don't, Jack, it's funny. I don't know anyone who has PS Now.
Me neither.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people, I think maybe, no, actually, I don't know anyone. If I think, yeah. I thought I might know one person. I don't.
I think Jay Barr is like the only one that's using it.
Huh?
I think Jay Barr is probably the only one that's like, that's actually like subscribed to it.
Oh, wow.
He always says it's a good service.
What is Jay Barr we talking about? Come on, man. You know how Sony dudes do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but no, I was actually hoping that with Sony kind of cutting off or trimming the fat, so to speak, like with PS Vita, TVs, and PS3, that maybe they were looking at a revamp. But like Jack just said, if what Microsoft just dropped doesn't make them look and say we could do a lot more with this service, then I don't know how they feel about PS Now in general.
And it's shocking, right? Because they invested so much in those cloud servers to power the PS Now,
Yeah, but it's such an odd thing because it's so dependent upon a person's internet service.
Right.
And we do know nationwide, internet services it varies depending on where you are, your location and everything like that. So it's very odd to like back so hard something that depends on streaming, especially for gaming.
I know people that get like 5 meg uploads still. I'm like, what? Right.
And I don't even know if they can retool it to make it like a downloadable type thing, like the Xbox Live or Xbox. What is it?
Xbox Game Pass.
Game Pass, right? Yeah, that's much more appealing to be able to download the title and hold on to it until you're actually done with it, or whatever, however that's going to work. Yeah, download greater than streaming all day long.
Factual.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, and I wonder if Sony's gonna, if they even have a response, what their response might be. I don't know how easy it is for them to kind of turn the switch on and say, okay, we're gonna go from streaming to downloading. I think if anything, they'll probably, I would imagine the easiest thing for them to do is probably either bundle it with the PlayStation Plus subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be tremendous value if they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Or lower the price.
They definitely got to lower their price, man. Ain't nobody. What is it, like 20 something? Like nobody's paying that, bro.
It's
the discounted rate is $100 a year.
Nobody's
paying
doing
the
that.
discounted rate.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm not paying $100 a year for. Yeah, that's not for me. Maybe for some people, there's a lot of value in that. For me, it's just $100. Nah.
And they still haven't fulfilled their promise with that. When they originally announced it, they said, eventually, we hope that you could play every game, almost every game that's ever been released on the PlayStation console. It only has PS3 games on it. So they're not fulfilling their end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, we still haven't been able to change our PSN name, so I don't know.
No, that ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hey, that's coming this year.
So I have no idea they can flip the switch and make this thing, work the same way the Xbox thing will.
Yeah, hey, that's coming this year. I'm predicting it right now.
Man, look.
We'll be able to change it.
People, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're wrong, but people have predicted that every year. For
I know.
past
Every year it is a thing. Yeah. No, you're right.
Mhm.
Every year, Sam, it's a thing. Every year, it's like people are like, "Oh, it's gonna happen this year." I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not
They're
gonna
gonna
hold
say,
my breath.
we figured it out. This is how you do it. You start a whole new PSN account.
Pretty much that's what they're gonna tell you.
Yeah. We're gonna give you the opportunity to rebuild your entire trophy library.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna want to do that.
By raising the price of PlayStation Plus, we have invested in these innovative PowerPoint slides that explain how you can start a new account.
Exactly.
So no, but no, man, giving consumers options is always good. And I know some people say, well, is this going to cannibalize EA access? I don't think so. Because they offer two completely different types of scenarios or different types of games or whatever. So.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Well, yeah, I wonder that too, like what it means for EA access.
Well, that's actually a good point, right? Because this has the potential to easily overshadow it. I mean, I know EA access is still cheaper, and obviously I think it's kind of a fair given that you won't see EA games showing up on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would presume. Okay, but still, it's like, okay, you've got EA stuff, which is you've got your sports titles, Titanfall, Plants vs. Zombies, and then presumably Mass Effect at some point in the future. And, the Battlefield games versus everything. I mean, if they can get a nice amount of publishers and developers on board with this, it could overshadow EA access easily.
Hmm. So you think EA is happy about this?
I don't know.
They probably don't care, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Shit.
Probably not.
they make so much money, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting them checks, man. They'll be all right.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, they literally make a shit ton of money. It's ridiculous. I think they're fine. There was an article about my favorite store.
Oh.
Looks like their stock went down after the Microsoft announcement.
Good.
Really good because they're terrible.
When they read this news, like, you motherfuckers, you're gonna keep trying this. It's like every time GameStop's like figuring out a way, like something switches on. Because I think at the beginning of the gen, they were like aggravated over the whole, DRM thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, so listen to this. So GameStop stock value dropped 8%, right?
Mm-hmm.
After the announcement. But GameStop is going to sell the Xbox Game Pass memberships, though.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, they was gonna do that.
Yeah.
GameStop, man.
They gotta get their hand in the pot.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna try to sell you some used games. Hey, why would you pay $10 a month when you can do this?
Pretty much.
Yep, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah.
See it now, man. See the ads trading all your old physical games. Get this.
Come on, GameStop's got. I mean, at some point, this thing's gonna go digital, right?
GameStop.
No, I'm saying like console gaming. I mean, at some point.
Eventually, yes, but it's not going to happen as fast as people think.
Let me tell you something. If Best Buy had an online store and I could get the kind of incentives I get on physical through Best Buy, I'd be there every day.
And I agree, but I mean, you got to keep in mind the internet troubles. That's the biggest issue right now.
I don't have
even in the US, You know
what? That's
it will never be.
That's called a YP. It's called your problem.
Even
not your problem, Sam, but someone else's problem.
Even not having like slow speeds. Like I was talking to someone about this earlier today, and they're like, "Well, like the Game Pass seems really cool, and it's something like I would check out, but like my internet service has a data cap."
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can only download so many games, per month before I go over my limit and have to pay extra charges or whatever. So That's one thing a lot of people got to think of too. Like so many of these internet providers have gone to that data cap, subscription.
Yeah.
That you can get the Game Pass and it's a awesome, incentive, for $10 a month to have access to 100 games. But if you start downloading 2 or 3 of them and eat up your data package and you're trying to play online too, like what does that look like for you at the end of the month? You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's
you gotta look at that too.
Yeah. What was the thing, net neutrality, that just happened? That happened, was it last summer?
Yeah.
The FCC and I think some internet ISP provider, they wanted to like have people like pay tiers, like service tiers based on their internet usage, and somebody
they termed it as a fast lane and a faster lane.
Yes. Yeah. But then they were saying that they could charge companies like Google extra money if consumers were, or I don't remember what it was. It was but that's going to be a thing again, by the way, because the new head of the FCC is saying he wants to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I even think about that. You're right, B-Money. I mean, the data cap. I don't have that. I have FiOS, so we don't have that. I don't know if Comcast does.
Yeah, they do.
It's a
terabyte. It used to, a couple of months ago, it was 300 gigabytes. That shit used to go quick.
What?
They raised it to a terabyte, though.
Yeah.
I mean, still, that's not. Ugh.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
If you stream Netflix, all the time, like if you don't have cable, on Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
On Hulu, on Crunchyroll,
that's like a gigabyte an hour.
Like you killing your data as it is.
Right.
So it's just something people got to think about too.
Yeah.
Jeez. You know what's going to happen? The cable companies are going to try to come in and get us now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
because they're going to see
the more
money.
we go digital, the more they can capitalize on it. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those fuckers.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to hit an all digital thing until like the manufacturers decide that they're not going to put any more drives in the consoles or whatever. I think as long as they offer that, you'll have people that go physical.
You know what the irony is?
What's that?
Is that when they were floating around, and not to drag up, a seriously dead horse, but when they were originally floating around their ideas on the Xbox One under Don Matrick, Microsoft did consider a disk driveless Xbox One, all digital.
I heard about that.
They decided against it because even they realized that download speeds just wouldn't allow for it. But
right, and that kind of cropped up again. That cropped up again too, like when the rumors of an Xbox One, redesign were like flying around before the Xbox One S was announced, that they were thinking about doing that again. I can see that happening eventually, but I can also see like 2 options being given. Like you can buy one that's just diskless, or kind of go the other route. So I don't know. I still say eventually these things are going to be like Fire Sticks.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, shit. We need higher internet speeds. That's the other thing. Like, I mentioned I've talked to people that still have like 5 meg uploads, and I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. Like, how do you have that still? They're all right, 25 meg download speed. I'm like, geez, like I had that shit like 10 years ago.
That's still a thing in more areas than you think, man.
Some places they got dial-up internet. Like,
yeah,
it's bad, man. It's real bad.
Dial-up.
Yeah, some places can't get Wi-Fi.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real rural areas and shit like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, some of those cats dealing with that satellite internet, which is like ridiculously expensive.
Yep. Well, that's why Google Fiber is going out those rural areas now, right? Isn't that what kind of Google's doing with Google Fiber? At least I thought that's what they're doing. I could be wrong.
I need to come where I'm at. Definitely.
Yeah, they're trying to reach out to more rural areas. You know what I mean? Because like you gotta think too, like a lot of these service providers have contracts, for certain areas. So like it's harder for like a new player to come in the game and try to get, your neighborhood or the next neighborhood or whatever, because it's locked up by contract. So they got to kind of hit those outside areas where nobody really has hit. So,
yeah, because you think about it, man, we're just getting to the point in the last few years to where you can pick a cable provider.
Yeah.
Because there used to be times where there were monopolies in your area.
Yeah, Comcast in my area for a long time.
Yeah. That's the only option that you had,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with Fios though. I get good download speeds, haven't had any issues, so I'm happy. But Google Fiber would be a better option for me.
Yeah, they're all kind of like getting into their own little fiber things. I think even AT&T is introducing AT&T fiber now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. So I think they're trying to get off of the DSL thing. So
yeah, TS sounds funny. It used to stand for something, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Pause and pass. Let's keep going.
Moving along.
Yeah, let's move along here. We're not gonna talk about.
Welp.
Yeah, welp. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I think that's it. That's it for topics. We blew through topics already.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because I wanted to keep it short so I can go back and play some Horizon.
Nice.
Bass calling your name.
What'd you say? Bass. You say I smoke bass. What?
That's it. Who smokes bass in 2017?
The people would download the internet.
He said smoking bass. What?
Crack is whack. Crack is cheap.
People have moved on.
I said people would dial up internet.
For real. that bargain basement high.
Yeah, right.
It's all about flocking now, brother.
Now the new shit is like prescription meds now, man. That
Oh shit.
opiates and shit.
Man,
People are tripping over marijuana. I'm like, really? That's not the problem.
it's so funny when you go to Walgreens to buy cold medicine, you have to give them a driver's license.
Yeah, dude, I went and bought NyQuil the other day. The lady's like, "Can I see your ID, sir?" Like,
Trying to make sure you ain't getting meth and all this other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I'm like, it's cough. This is NyQuil cough syrup. She's you know what she said to me? She's, "Oh, you don't understand, sir. These kids are making syrup."
She's like, you mix that with some Sprite, you're gonna get a high.
Yeah.
She's like fingerprint here and here and here. Go to your Sudafed.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do have some liquid codeine in my house, though.
Oh shit, okay.
Don't say that too loud, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't say. Someone will break in my house and try to steal that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I told you that's a commodity.
No, dude, I'm telling you that's an issue. That's a real issue. People are focused on the wrong thing. Marijuana isn't the problem; it's opiates. But that's another conversation. That doesn't have anything to do with gaming.
Shout out to Anchor. He said he's feeling ignored in the chat room.
What's up, Anchor? Welcome to Brab. He shut up late, so
Yeah.
get Enrique to read comments. I can't read comments right now, man. I'm too busy.
Anchor producing from the chat room.
Yeah, right. Oh, he's getting Google Fiber in North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. That's awesome. Let's go have those nice downloads. So, all right, John, let's go ahead and wrap up the podcast. Unless anyone has any other gaming related topics they might want to talk about real quick.
I don't.
Nope.
All right, guys, hype for Shadow Mordor.
Oh, that's
Sir.
right.
Shadow
Yeah.
4.
Shadow
Yes.
War?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Never played the first one.
100%.
Nah. It's a good game, man. It was definitely a surprising good game initially.
Yeah, I heard that.
Mhm.
It looked cool. I never seen like Lord of the Rings or nothing like that. I know it's blasphemous, but I've never,
Wait, you never seen Lord of the Rings?
never seen
That-
any of that. No,
Dude, that is near blasphemous. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, man. I just recently watched Game of Thrones, so I might try to watch Lord of the Rings. You know,
Wow.
I'm new to it, man. I'm new to it.
You
new to it,
should give it a shot.
Yeah.
I might try.
Have you seen The Matrix?
No, I watched the beginning of the Matrix. I fell asleep. I don't know what. You know what? I don't like Keanu Reeves though. I can't stand it, dude. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, he got to the part where he takes the pill. He's like, he's out.
I was snoring. I just felt like I took some pills. I'm like, God damn, what time is it?
Oh shit!
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
That's too good, man.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and wrap up the show. Big shout out to everyone in the live chat again. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out with us. And Jack, thank you again, man, for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure having you on. Why don't you go ahead and plug Weapon Wheel, when you guys come on and whatnot, and what you guys have coming up here.
Yeah, everybody, check out Weapon Wheel podcast. You know, every Saturday at what is that, 6 Eastern? Is that 6 Eastern, 5 Eastern? I don't even know what time to come on. 6 Eastern.
Yeah, I think you guys are 6.
Yeah, 6 Eastern. Y'all got it confused. Okay. Weapon Wheel podcast. Make sure you check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Jack Move Johnny, PlayStation Gamer. You know how it is. And I appreciate all the fellas in the podcast, man. Good show. And yeah, I'm out.
All right, awesome. B Money Man, yeah, what's going on with Tick, man? Anything coming up?
Not too major yet, but you know, always stay tuned. We always got something brewing over there. I'm working on something, man. I ain't even told the fellas about yet. So when that jumps off, y'all be the first to know. But you know, check us out every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at YouTube / Tick Podcast. So come mess with us. And just check out the network. You know, there's something on there every single day. So if you're not down with Xbox, man, you can get down with something else. PlayStation Trophy Life Podcast is on there. Double XP is on there. You know what I mean? Anchorman with top shelf stuff. So and Wood does you know what I mean, his own show on there too. So come check us out on Tick Network. Shout out to everybody on the website doing that thing, man. Our viewership is out of this world right now. We did like 51,000 views last month. So
nice.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody, you know, hard work doing that and everybody on the team, man.
That's what's
All right,
up.
awesome, man. And yeah, we had we had Kal-El on last week for a little bit. And if you didn't catch last week's show, definitely check that out. Go to the latter part of the show because Cal was dropping some knowledge bombs. So always great having him on as well. Sam, Eric, man, what's going on with you guys? You guys got anything going on with RGM?
I mean, I'm always writing. So, I mean, if you follow RGM on Twitter, Real Game Media, then we are putting out, you know, the news every single day. I have a new monthly opinion piece I'm putting out. It is very heavily opinionated, but it's basically an examination where I like to contrast games, one that executed an idea really well and one that I think attempted it but didn't really actually do it that well. And it's really taking off. People seem to like it. So please give me your feedback. Tell me why you like it or don't like it.
Yeah, what Sam said.
Yeah, what Sam said. I'll tell you what, I just saw a commercial for that Taco Bell naked chicken chalupa. Has anyone had that?
No. You watching ESPN right now, huh?
Yep, I heard that.
I've seen it second, but I knew it, yeah.
PlayStation Views on right now.
Yeah, we watch the same channel. Okay.
Yep. Cavs and Celtics were just on. Yeah.
Yeah, Cavs called an L.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Golden State called an L yesterday.
Very happy to see that.
Yeah. Lost to my team.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you're a Wizards fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I live
Okay.
outside DC. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but all right, gentlemen. Well, thank you again. Everyone who listened to us live tonight, big thank you. Big shout out to everyone. Tell your friends about us. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. All that good shit. And we'll catch you guys next week. If you're interested in Horizon, I did put up about an hour of gameplay footage from yesterday when I was playing. So if you want to check the game out, it's up. Go to the channel, check it out. So we'll catch you guys next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.